Shares of Carlsberg are trading more than 3% lower after the Danish brewer issued its second profit warning for 2014. Now, Carlsberg says it expects operating profits to fall in 2014 due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine crisis. Carlsberg CEO Jørgen Bjørn Rasmussen joins us now live from Copenhagen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us. It seems that there is continued difficulty in Russia. That would be an understatement. How significant, when you're watching the escalation in sanctions, how significant is that for your business?
It creates a much more difficult environment in Russia. And you can say, despite we are not importing products, we are producing locally, we are set up as a local organization. The market, the consumer is being impacted by what's going on. And I would say if you go back to the early part of this year, the forecast for Russian economy was probably at 2%, 2.5% GDP growth. Now we are looking at maybe -1, if not more, in terms of GDP development. Consumers are definitely impacted, and we believe across many categories we will see a slower development of categories in the second half than in the first half, and that's why we have to change the outlook.
You know, surviving the bumps and bruises of the Russian economy can actually provide rewards down the road. I mean, what kind of defensive posture can you take now, given the fact that it seems that this situation will continue at least for the next quarter?
We will take a lot, and I would say, unfortunately, the last 3-4 years in Russia has been a pretty bumpy road for us in this category, with major duty increases after the global crisis in 2008, and also regulation, and now this geopolitical crisis again impacting the economy in Russia. So for the last 3-4 years we have been changing a lot in terms of how we operate, the size of the organization, and that has been going on also in the first half of this year, and that's why we can in fact deliver, let's say, an uplift in profitability in our Russian business despite the volume decline. We will have to continue doing that also in the second half based on the worsening outlook for the category. So it's all about going through the organization again and again, and of course we have done some planning in advance, but we will have to take out more costs, change how we operate to compensate as much as we can the lower market decline. But we cannot compensate all, and that's why we have to lower the outlook. But I have to also state, I mean, I think it's important, it sometimes gets lost in this discussion about Russia and the challenges we have in Russia. Our Russian business is still a significant business. It still contributes a lot of profit to Carlsberg. It's still a very significant beer market compared to many, many other beer markets in the world. So attractive to be in, but of course has given a lot of challenges in the last 3 to 4 years for Carlsberg.